Our digital devices, and in particular our mobile phones, are filling our head full of white noise and rotting our brains. And it's the biggest single threat to our mental health in a generation. Certainly a priority for 2026 for thousands of people in our country. In this video, not a lecture, not for me to tell you to stop using your phones, but what I want to do is to share some ideas with you to help reduce our reliance on it. Some easy to do techniques that you can build into your everyday life will definitely work for you. And stay with me till the end of this video because I have some science to share with you. Science from the world of elite professionals, including special forces soldiers around the world, that helps them get through tough times. And we're going to apply exactly the same science, exactly the same technique to reduce our reliance on mobile phones and go into this year with a fantastic digital detox. So just a few ideas to start off with about how we can get through our day without being quite as reliant on our mobile devices. And we're heading into the 1% club. Our aim to be 1% better every single day. So we wake up in the morning. First thing that we do, the rope, by the way, it is part of this video. You'll have to stay with me to see what that's about very shortly, but it is part of the video, not just hanging on to it for nerves. First thing in the morning, we wake up, first thing we do, grab our phone. How about leave it at the other side of the bedroom? Better still, leave it downstairs. So the first thing you do in the morning is wake up with gratitude, downstairs for your coffee, have your breakfast before going on your phone. You're already on to a winner. For those of you that exercise, go out into the gym, you'll know this. If you're in the gym, you will know how many people are clogging up our gyms, clogging up the machines in the gyms, sat on the mobile phones. Now, my preferred option with this one, this is what I do myself from time to time, digital detox, is to leave my phone in my bag, leave it in the locker. I don't even take it in the gym. I do my gym workout mindfully, listening to the noise of the gym, free from the distraction of my mobile phone. The only exception to this, perhaps, many of us get motivated by listening to music. But even so, if you're in the gym listening to music and plugged in, no issues with that. But how many of us then get drawn into looking at messages or maybe just sending that text or checking that email and back into the zone of white noise feeding our brain? So gym goers, maybe try without your phone, see how you go. Maybe try just the music and nothing else. And that's a reduction, that's a positive win. And let me know what you think about that idea in the comments. Third thing, how many of us go for a coffee into a Starbucks or a Costa, Cafe Nero, wherever you choose, and we go in, get our brew, get our lemon muffin, blueberry muffin, sit down, straight on our phone. I was in Manchester city centre only the other day, you may have seen the video on my channel, and instead of going straight onto my phone, I just sat and looked out of the window. And do you know what? It felt freeing. It felt great. Not going to lie. I had a massive window. It was a beautiful morning in Manchester and I was looking at the Corn Exchange, the beauty of the sun on the building. I was watching the trams. Yes, that is so boring, isn't it? I'm not a tram spotter. But people watching. Who doesn't love a bit of people watching? So a slight behavioural tweak there. Leave your phone in your pocket and look out of the windows next time you are in a coffee shop. Instant detox and help to settle things down and dilute that white noise. Break time, whether that's at school, university or at work. 100%, as soon as we get to break time, we're on our phone. If you need to check for urgent messages, no issues. If you want a bit of TikTok, a bit of LinkedIn, a bit of whatever, no issues. But how about cutting that time in half? Check for the stuff you really need. Anything else is white noise. And then for the rest of your break time, why don't you get outside, leave your phone at work and take in the beauty of our surroundings. Instantly decompresses you, calms you and helps to filter out that white noise. Make your life, make your day better, 100% guaranteed. So all of you, hands up now, those who sit on the toilet using your mobile phone, how about you just stop doing that I even saw a guy the other day having a wee in the toilets, stood on his mobile phone. Come on, come on. Setting boundaries, another top tip. Setting boundaries, so letting people know, do you know what? I am in the gym and I won't be messaging you. Do you know what? I am at work. I'm not going to be messaging you. Or maybe, do you know what? Today, I'm literally just going to switch it off. Your choice. I'm not here to tell you what to do, just to share some ideas with you. And the rope, we get to the rope for the next one. So sometimes it's about getting some sort of distraction, isn't it? And the story I have for this little bit is a friend of mine gave up smoking. You know that thing about having something to do with your hands when you stop smoking? That unhealthy habit of holding the cigarette and dragging on the cigarette. What he did was, and he'd learnt it from somebody else, got himself a piece of rope and he learned to tie knots. So that immediately gave him a new hobby, tying knots, a hobby, a new thing to do with his hands. For those that are interested, that's a reef knot. It wasn't me that used this technique, by the way. I was a sea cadet in Blackpool. That's how I know these knots. But if you think about it, the science is there, the brain science is there. Instead of going straight to your phone, think of a distraction that would take your mind off immediately going for your phone. Does that make sense, that? So, just some ideas to share with you about how we can go through our life and just reduce the use slightly. And for every 1%, we're going to see a massive win, aren't we? And we take some wise words. Before we get to the science, we take some wise words from the Buddhist monks. And what they will say is, if you are eating, just eat. If you're walking, just walk. If you are listening, just listen. In other words, be more present, be more mindful, be more aware of your surroundings and take in the beauty of the world. And I suppose the biggest one, and this sometimes brings tears to my eyes, if you have children, you're in the park, you're in Nando's, you're getting some food, you're out with your kids, and you're gazing into your phone, you are missing your children growing up, 100%. You'll get to my age, knocking on a bit now, and you'll look back and you will give anything to have that time back with your children. So don't miss a second of it by looking into your screen, filling your head with white noise. Just some ideas to spur you on and get you thinking. The science. There is a part of our brain called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. Now, I'm not a brain surgeon or a scientist, not even an academic. And I'm telling you now, that is written on a board behind the camera. Anterior mid-cingulate cortex, for those that want to Google it and learn a little bit more. And this part of the brain is responsible, it's the hub for your motivation, your cognitive control, and it's like the grit tank. This is the part of your brain that helps you succeed when you're making difficult choices, when you're doing things that are tough, stuff that you don't want to do, such as putting your phone down a little bit more. Now, the thing with this one is, and elite professionals, Olympic champions, special forces soldiers talk about this, is leaning into the discomfort, the 1% club. For each win that you have, leaving your phone downstairs, leaving your phone in your bag, leaving your phone wherever, spending less time. For each difficult thing, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex grows a little bit. And each time you do it, it grows and it grows and it grows. We're training it, the grit tank. And what that means is, as you progress through 2026 and you build more of this stuff into your life, less mobile phone use, less white noise going in here, you are growing the grit tank, which makes the momentum come in and it makes this stuff easier to do. Wow, who knew? So some ideas for you today to try out. You know it's already damaging your mental health. So do something about it. It's on you. We'll do it together. Me and you will do it together. But it is on you to take that first step, to make that first 1% change, to grow the grit tank and start some momentum to build super strong mental health and a much better, more present, more intentional life for yourself this year. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. And please subscribe for more tips, tools and techniques to help you build super strong mental health and unbreakable personal resilience. Take care, keep well, and we'll see you on the next one.